Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Michael Beer, and alongside of me is my co-host, Ed Fletcher. And we're here to make you next up. Ed, how you doing?
Doing awesome, Michael. Thank you for asking. We have two guests this week, actually. Matthew and Andrew from $Empire. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great, man. Happy to be here. Another day in paradise.
Yeah,
absolutely. So before we get into it, Ed and I just want to talk about our website really quick. So our website is live currently. Right now, our website is live. You can go to www.nextup.com. That's 2 X's and 2 P's. We know it confuses the heck out of us too. The link is in the description below. And if you go and create an account on our website, you could be entered to win a $25 Uber Eats gift card. We really hope you guys go create an account, and we hope you guys enjoy our website. You guys want to get into it?
Hey, we're about to go sign up, get that $25 gift card. Man. I gotta win that.
Absolutely. So what inspires you guys to be next up?
So basically, when I was 14 years old, my parents was like, get a job. And I basically worked a job all the way up until 19 years old, 20 years old. And I came to the conclusion that I don't plan on working the rest of my life. And I needed to step out and do more for myself. For example, my nephew, when he was born, I wanted him to achieve more and strive to be more than just what the standard is right now. And the standard is kind of just pushing away the potential from everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like there's a big structure to it that everyone thinks that you have to go through. Like you go obviously all the way till end of high school, then you go to college, then you get a job, and then you just work until you get too old to do anything fun anymore. And exactly. I feel like it's a great thing to kind of break that cycle.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And I think that the biggest thing here is the fact that we were always taught, like you said, to go get a job, right? But at the end of the day, though, that 9 to 5, the rat race that everybody talks about, it's really just not what it's made out to be at all, in my opinion, anyway. And it's open to discussion for sure. So, Andrew, you got anything else?
Yeah, I mean, the fact is, we're all on the same playing field. It's about the size of the game you choose to play. That's the only difference between the people who make it to the top or the people who, settle for the mediocre. And it's the size of the game you choose to enter. And depending on the size of the pool you choose to swim in, you're going to either be something big or be something small. So that's what inspires me. That anybody can have a $200 billion net worth like Elon Musk. It's about the choices you make.
Right. Exactly. And I think that's a great point too. You really get out what you put in, right? And it's all you're right. It's all about the choices that you make.
Yeah.
Cool.
Especially
everything comes down.
Yeah. Especially in today's society with TikTok. TikTok blows people up out of that. We're literally just nobody. They made one video, they get thousands and thousands of followers, and then you just keep growing from there.
Right. Exactly.
So let's dive into TikTok a little bit. You guys have, as of right now, 121,000 followers. When we talked to you the other day, it was 119. So you want to walk us through how you grew your community through TikTok?
Yeah, we just started this TikTok in December 2020, just 3 months ago.
Yeah.
TikTok is the only social media platform left that is pure organic reach. You can reach people around the globe without them having to follow you. It's the only platform like it. It's a growth engine. It's a growth machine. So we use it to get as many eyeballs as possible, and the people who identify and connect with our message of modernizing wealth and ambition, those are our audience, and that's the brand that we're building, the community. It kind of funnels down. So it's it's either they hate us or they love us. And we, like you said, we're here for everybody that has that ambitious mindset. We want to unlock potential. So for the people that want to adhere to that and kind of bring themselves to do more and achieve more in life, I feel like that's where we start to funnel down the people that want to do more with themselves.
Right. And so I think one cool thing too is that you're saying is what's your net worth? And we'll get into that question in a second. But there's also, and I don't want to swear, we don't like swearing on our podcast, but they're saying F average. Can you guys touch on that a little bit too?
Yeah, that's been one of our brand messages. It kind of started as something small, and we realized it was just like a lot connecting with our community, like hard. It was just a point that everyone could really rally behind, because it's a hook that you see it and you understand. Like, really the meaning for us behind it, you know, you can interpret it different ways, I guess. But for us, the meaning is we're not settling for less. We're not settling for mediocre. We're going for the top, and that's the message we're sending out.
Right.
Nice.
And I think that's a great kind of message, and you guys are getting people to like talk about it, and you're posting TikToks about it. Like a police officer did it with you guys, and you guys posted TikTok.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's like my favorite kind of way to go about life, honestly. Because if you, especially you guys are still pretty young, right? You're 21, right? That's
21.
extremely young to be where you are. And it's again, like I said before, it's breaking this cycle of just going to school, getting a job, and now you're doing something that's completely new. And I love that.
Yeah, we're trying to make ambition loud, you know.
Yeah.
We
No,
really want to prove.
yeah,
What was
it's showing younger kids, maybe like 15, 16-year-olds, that they can start their own things too. And it's going to be, it has potential to be successful.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really cool. So, like we said, we were going to get into the what's your net worth question. So how'd you guys come up with the question of really just what's your net worth? You guys ask everybody that question in your TikToks.
So that's a good question, really. So we looked it up. We were going through all these questions, just kind of trying to figure out what stuck. And so we did a little bit of research, and majority of the people, the mass majority, are looking up the wealthiest people out there that have public stocks that you can actually see what their net worth is. The stats are crazy. So we decided to try it out publicly down Fifth Ave, and it has been crazy. Like we end up just kind of like driving past like super nice cars, even on like the highway. Like we'll see a nice car, we'll drive past them, and then like we're asking them what's their net worth, and they're giving us like a crazy answer. It's insane.
Yeah, that's nuts. So where are you guys doing this in?
Naples, Florida. So it's southern Florida on the west coast. Like if you're looking at the map, Miami. If you're looking at Miami, just like draw a line to the other coast. That's Naples.
Right. So
Yeah.
fairly wealthy area, and that question sticks, right?
Yeah. So basically, there's just a strip of just basically wealth. Like everybody that's down this road is their net worth is insane. And
it's called Gulf Shore Boulevard, and it's the minimum price for a house on this road is $10 million, and that's where we do most of our content. And the what's your net worth question, it connects with the ambitious mindset. The exact person that we're going after, it connects with that, because those are the people who look up online, what's Elon Musk's net worth? What's Jeff Bezos' net worth? And you know, Jeff Bezos, he started Amazon for a similar reason. Like he was working on Wall Street as an investment banker, just going through statistics all day as an analyst. He came across one statistic that was insane. It was the internet industry was growing by 2,300% a year for 2 years in a row, completely dwarfing anything else. And this is still in 1994-5.
Yeah.
He said, this is where I need to be. There's no other place I need to be besides the internet. So he just went all in on that. And where he is now, he's the number one richest person in the world. So.
He's not doing too bad.
Yeah. So you guys ask this question in every single one of your TikToks for the most part?
Yeah, 99.9%. And then sometimes if we feel like, we kind of try to see where our audience is at. Like if we're pulling up to someone that is around 18 to 24, we might ask that question, but we also want to see if they're involved in stocks.
Okay.
Because that's like the biggest finance that's going on right now. Like everybody's getting into stocks. This past year has been crazy.
Right. Can you guys touch on consistency within your TikTok and how you guys ask that question literally every single TikTok, which I love, by the way?
Yeah. I mean, it's a proven method. I mean, consistency in one formula that is working is a winning formula on social media. And that's TikTok is really, like, I'd say less than 10% of our brand. It's really just a growth engine for us. The what's your net worth question is like, it's just good for growing. It's good for getting eyes. It's a very small part of our brand though. Like but yeah, no, 100%. The consistency of asking that in every video is key for the numbers. And we mix in other topics in there, but that's the growth right there.
It's a great way to modernize the wealth, because everybody out here is like either afraid to talk about money or has a high net worth, but still doesn't like to talk about money. Like there's if you start talking about money and like actually start networking with people, you get a lot more accomplished than just keeping it all to yourself and like not and staying in your own bubble, really.
Yeah. I was gonna say something along those lines. I feel like there's a big barrier in talking about people's wealth. Like at least for me, when I was growing up, I was taught like you don't ask your friend's dad how much they make per year, right? Like
Exactly.
it's just
But why
private
not?
information. Exactly. That's what I don't know why that's a thing, but I love the fact that you're trying to break through it because
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a stigma.
people want to know that. Honestly,
Yeah.
people want to know how much money other people make,
Right.
and
Exactly.
it's cool.
Yeah, it's just like anything else. I mean, there's these preconceived notions of what you should and shouldn't do, of what you should and shouldn't think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like it goes all the way to our education system. It's broken. Like we should be teaching kids how to think, not what to think.
Exactly.
Not, what path to follow. There's no formula.
Yeah.
No formula.
Right.
Yeah.
And we could get into that for days. And
Yeah.
days,
Yeah,
but,
facts.
It's awesome.
so moving on to our next question. And I think a lot of people are going to want to know this too, right? Because you guys run a pretty massive TikTok, right? And it's not
Yes,
just a
sir.
TikTok, it's also Instagram and it's also your website and stuff like that, which by the way, will be linked in the description below. However,
Down below.
Let's plug.
what the heck do you guys do in a day?
What is a day in the life?
Man, we wake up at 6 a.m. on a daily basis. We hit the gym first to get our brains working, our like just to get in motion. And then the first thing is really like critical thinking. That's something that is missing from a lot of business right now. It's just like thinking, focusing on strategy, tactics, planning. Planning is more important than action. So the first part of our day is purely dedicated to just planning and thinking. And then we go into our office work, like just getting our posts together for the day. We get our posts together to like noon when we go out getting content. And then at night we have like a different thing every night, like a one thing that we're focused on for like the next step, just a growth, just one thing on growth.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's cool. So we talked a couple of days ago, which is when we first met, and you guys posted 7 TikToks in one day. Can you guys touch on that a little bit? That was crazy.
Yeah, really. I mean, so we were out there for about 4 hours just getting straight TikTok content. And we were like, man, what are we going to do with this? Like, we really shouldn't be holding on to all this content and like holding it back. So we felt like just getting it out there as quick as possible was the best thing for it. Because then we would end up building up on so much content and then losing that content. So just getting it out as quick as possible is like the best thing.
And it's a growth strategy, really. It's about marketing. We everything for us is a calculated method. So posting 7 TikToks a day, I mean, yes, it's about consistency, but it's about being aggressive. So we're consistent and we're trying to be aggressive. That's because there's someone else out there trying to do what we're doing. There's someone else out there trying to, make a podcast that's harnessing all this new energy in the ambitious mindset. So like we have to work 22 hours a day to make sure that someone else doesn't take our dream,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's literally the F average mindset right there. That's awesome.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
100%.
Yeah, I think
all
it's cool
about the
too.
mindset.
Because so you guys are preaching this type of mindset, ambitious mindset, right? And you guys would be frauds to not be ambitious yourself. And you guys are extremely. I'm not joking. There's people out there that are like trying to promote this mindset that just don't care. But you guys are the complete opposite. Yeah. You guys are out there. You guys are ambitious. I watch some of your YouTube videos. You guys have so much energy. I think it's awesome. I really do.
Appreciate it, man. I mean, we're really trying to, make ambition loud. That is our whole mission and brand. So I'm glad that gets across. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Do you guys know who Timothy Sykes is?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Okay, so neither am I. And he's what I'm talking about. He has the same, like he sells this course. And for those of you listening, I have to preface this by saying Timothy Sykes sells a course on day trading in the stock market. And is it worth it? It's like $5,000 a month. Is it worth it? Probably not. Like not at all, actually.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Because you could teach yourself all that stuff, but I don't think he makes as much money as he says he's making. And I think it doesn't make any sense to me. So that's what I'm saying. You guys are authentic. You guys have the motivation. You guys have the mindset that you guys are preaching. And I think that's awesome.
Yes.
100%.
I appreciate that a lot, man.
Yeah, we don't believe in the online course world at all. It's all the information you need to get ahead in life is free now. I mean,
100%.
we live in the most the most anything is at the access of your fingertips now, and it's something that's amazing. It's
Yeah,
everything is
every single thing that you could possibly want to learn is absolutely on YouTube.
Facts.
It just
Yeah,
is.
it really
There's
is.
so many videos on YouTube.
But the thing is, they either complicate it to a point that like you really don't know what they're saying, or their courses. There's nothing in the
True.
middle of any of that. Like,
100%.
and that's where we come in and take over.
Exactly. Yeah, that's awesome. So I have one final question. You guys are asking this pretty heavy question, right? To everybody on this crazy street in Naples. Do people get mad at you guys? Do people fight you guys?
I mean, we have some people who, of course. I mean, it's not. I mean, just like anything else, there's not 100% adoption rate for anything.
Right,
so
right.
We get some resistance. We get some
definitely
some funny ones.
We try to put out some of the funny ones, but then it kind of like people want to see the actual result of the answer, not just like people getting mad at the question. I mean, we don't harass them or anything. It's really just, it drops down to, if they're going to answer, if they say no, we just drive off.
Right.
It comes down to that.
Yeah. Like I was watching one of them, the guy was like $1.27 or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
He was in the witness protection program.
Yeah. That's the one.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
no, I think it's funny. I mean, like, shoot, I lost my train of thought. I think it's funny because like people can either answer or not answer, but at the end of the day, it's still content nonetheless.
Exactly.
You know?
Like whatever they do, if they want to give it, they want to say something different than that, then it's still content.
Right. No, I think that's
If
awesome.
they say something funny, then there you go. There's your
Exactly.
video.
Any negative can be turned into a positive.
Exactly.
And what's good about it is really like, it's like a door-to-door sales tactic, but not a sales tactic and not door-to-door. We're just driving.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's such a good idea. That's really
We definitely
smart.
have been working on getting it to, like, we were just going to start walking around and doing, like, asking what's your net worth again. We were down by Fifth, and there was just a crowd of people just walking. Like, we were like, we need to go walk around. Like, stop.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
That's very cool.
So that's all we got, right?
I think that's it.
Okay, cool. Guys, thank you guys for coming on the podcast. We really, really appreciate it.
We appreciate you guys, man. This is our first podcast.
Yeah, it's
there you
awesome.
go. It's gonna be-
We wish you guys good luck with $Empire, and we hope to make you guys next up.